Today on Outside the Box Reviews, we are taking a look at the WizKids Pacific Rim Heroclix. I have bought all the NECA action figures, all three of them available, and I still want more Pacific Rim. I pretty much would buy anything Pacific Rim right now. I'm in like Avengers level hype for this movie. And I decided to track these things down. These are little gaming pieces. They're blind packaged out of like a gravity feed machine. You can normally find Heroclix at Target. That's the main place I normally see them, but they don't have the Pacific Rim ones in yet, so I had to go hunting at my local comic shop. Or actually not so local, I had to go a little out of my ways to find these. But I got my hands on two of them, and I'm gonna open them up right here now and we'll see what I got. So let's take these guys and get them outside the box, as it were. Alright, my first one, I could tell already it's a kaiju. Some serious packaging for such a little figure. And here we have Scunner. Now this is the kaiju from the very end of the movie. It's one of the two that was guarding the rift itself. Not the third one that comes up out of the abyss, but one of the two guardians is the one that gets his head kind of boiled on the geothermal port or whatever it is. But some pretty good sculpting detail on here. He's got his forearms, the little gap in there. It's a very similar body to Knifehead. The body really seems to be shared a lot between several of these kaiju. So honestly, if NECA doesn't get around to making these kind of guys, I could probably work up a custom out of some extra Knifeheads if they're still available. But some pretty good paint apps for something so small. The head's definitely lacking any real detail, but the bioluminescent bits on it are nice, and I mean, he's very tiny. He's on his little game base. I don't know how any of this works. You could rotate it, and you have different things, I guess, clicking in there, so hence Heroclix. Little biohazard symbol back here. He's got his name, Scunner, right there. It doesn't seem to come off the base. It might actually be kind of nicer for me if he did, but whatever. He also comes with a card identifying him as a kaiju monster. All the different stats for him. It's interesting. I kind of wish this was more of a trading card on one side with like a better picture, but I know it's all for the game. But still, I would have liked to have something a little more fan-friendly, not just gamer-friendly. On to the second one. Oh, I recognize this guy. What do you know? A little mini Crimson Typhoon. And he looks freaking awesome. Really well done. I love the red paint on him. It's not the same red that we got on the big NECA version, but it's a nice kind of maroonish metallic. Really like it. He's got his three arms here. Pretty good amount of detail. Not everything's detailed in. A lot of this back here especially is just red. These fins aren't painted or anything. But he has the little symbol on his arm. He even has his name written on his chest. Some pretty good detail for something so tiny. Once again, he's got his display base, Crimson Typhoon, a little Pacific Defense Force logo. So I guess the kaiju have the biohazard and these have the Pacific Defense Force. Really cool little guy. I like him. Now, of course, these don't have any articulation or anything like that. They're just little plastic figurines. But cool. Here's his thing. Armor, Jaeger, Pan-Pacific Defense Corps, Robot Soldier. Different moves and stuff that he does. Once again, I know nothing about what any of this means, but whatever. And there we have our two little teeny tiny Heroclix. These guys, I mean, you can see next to my thumbs how tiny these guys are. Really small. And these guys cost me $3 a pop, so not exactly cheap either. Especially for what you get out of it. I'm sure if you play the game, they might be more worth it to you. But I know nothing at all about the game, and maybe I should have researched it before doing this review. But really, I just wanted to get anything else Pacific Rim and get my hands on it and check it out. And riding home with these in the car, first of all, I have a really bad habit of buying something, getting back to my car, and opening it immediately. And it was almost torturous to sit there and have these in the box and not unbox them. I am so hardcore unboxing when it comes to action figures. It really annoyed me to have these two in the package and not take a look at what I got before getting home. But I was sitting there thinking, it's like, there's no way I'm going to recommend these. They're $3 and I know they're going to be teeny tiny. There's no way I could recommend them. I think I do. These are actually pretty cool. Now, this is a very weak recommend, and it's a recommend only if you're like me and you bought the 3 big NECA ones. You can't wait till September to get the other 3 they're putting out, so you have to go grab something else. But they're not bad. I could definitely see myself picking up a few more of these, and if Target actually gets them in and they're easier to get my hands on, they'll definitely be an impulse buy. I go in there to pick up some groceries or something. I'll probably throw another 1 or 2 in my basket and see what I have. And I'll keep reviewing them as I pick them up. I might not unbox them live on the video, but I might review them. Now, for anybody who knows more about this than I do, I'd like a little bit of advice. I know with some of these little blind box things, there are tricks to find out which one you have in package before you open it up, so you could complete your set without having to waste as much money on spares and extras and all that stuff. I don't know if it's possible with this line, so if anybody knows if there's a trick to telling which Heroclix you have in the bag before opening it, let me know, because I would definitely be interested in doing that. But with that, at least for the time being, I'm going to consider the Apocalypse sufficiently canceled, and we'll get on to doing some other reviews here at Outside the Box Reviews. Make sure you check out the Facebook page for updates, and until next time, it's been another Outside the Box Reviews. Stay tuned for more to come.